Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for stopping by. And welcome back to the Canadian Village map as we continue to wind down here. Okay, that one's almost full. Once that one's full, I'm going to, well, sell off our breeding sheep. And we will keep, again, just our regulars for the few episodes that this is left. However, today we've got some crops to deal with. So, as many and or most of you know, I've now got a Patreon link. So if you feel like signing up to that, that's really, really appreciated. I'm quite shocked. I just started it and actually had a couple people sign up the first day. Big shout out to all of you. And I have decided that the least I can do is add some content. So I'm going to do my very best to get 3 videos per day up. I'm also going to try and keep my eye on the clock a little more. I've noticed quite often I end up with upwards of, well, I think I just noticed this harvester has probably not got enough fuel to do another harvest. I've noticed lately a lot of my videos have been getting upwards of an hour in length. And I suppose, don't do it. That's grand for, you know, live streams. I don't know that canned content, as it were, there you are, you can coin that for nothing, is really the same sort of an idea. I think getting it closer to half-hour videos is probably a little more sensible. Again, big comment section down there to let me know if I'm, you know, talking through the pants part of myself here. Alrighty. Of course, we're going to shut the engine off because you really don't want to leave engines running while you're fueling vehicles. So yeah, I mean, Farm Sim 19 is coming out. We've got some really cool change coming to the next patch for ETS and ATS. I've already loaded both of the American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim, of course. I've already loaded them both back up and have been playing the heck out of them in anticipation of it, because you will be able to buy your very own trailer and then, just like real life, haul the entire rig around the country looking for things to keep you busy. So, adds a little, well, actually it adds a lot to the game, because you will either need to limit what type of trailer you buy, and therefore limit your jobs, or, you know, be Mr. Super Spend the money, and, gee, it takes a long time to put, well, we're probably, in all honesty, not going to need more than 700 liters of fuel before we sell this particular piece of equipment. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So that's coming up. There will, of course, be Imperium. I know not all of you are great fans of it, but for those of you that do watch it, I guess you can appreciate the fact that it is a really decent survival game. And it's one of the really sterling examples of early access that kind of stand out, because it is, you know, if you look at its progress over the last 3 years, and they have just released their 3rd anniversary update, you notice 2 things right away. One, there's been an amazing amount of progress. Now, granted, 3 years is 3 years, and that might seem like a, you silly bugger. There we go. That might seem like an awful long time, but then, I mean, we're talking a pretty complex game. Now, there will also be, of course, the other thing that you're going to notice is, if you look at the early game and sort of focus on where it was going to go, it's actually going there, you know, as opposed to suddenly turning into a you know, a multiplayer raiding festival loot thing game, or any of the things it could be. So again, yeah, really good. Do you? I don't care about the header. Enable straw swath. That I do not care about. No, I think we'll leave straw swathing off, because it's just going to be something we'll have to gather and sell. We won't be actually using it or keeping it. So, at this point, the easiest thing to do is pull the trigger and run. Alrighty. And of course, the whole reason I sent that one out was so that this one will be able to get out its header without me having to tow it. And upon second thought, the crop that we're going to cut, in fact, uses a corn header. Oh, but you definitely need fueling as well. Excellent. Excellent. There will also, of course, still be my first look type stuff going on, you know, because there's well, there's some really interesting games out there. There's also some that are perhaps more interesting in title and concept, and getting a look at them might make you go, especially since I tend to focus more toward early access, it might really make you go, well, I think I'll just wait a little longer and see where that goes, which is a good thing because, well, I have a big Steam library, I must admit, but an awful lot of them are, you know, ones that I'll sit down every once in a while and I'll start way up there in the numbered ones and work my way all the way down to the VR ones and check on ones that I haven't heard from for a while that were early access, and count the amount of "is this game dead" threads. Basically, it's sort of a, you know, Steam's version of the obituary columns, but much like the obits, it makes some interesting reading sometimes as well. Oh, again, that's probably more than enough fuel. And yeah, long story short, I know too late for that species, but there is an awful lot of titles that, yeah, they just, whatever the concept may have seemed, however cool the premise was, however funky the graphics looked, however amazing the music was, it's, yeah, just not worth it. So, if some of those titles, much like map reviews, have managed to get a couple of you to go, hey, I really need to play that, or, well, I guess we're going to be avoiding that like the proverbial plague for a while, well, then I think the first looks channel part is successful. Alright, one header of corn. Now we're going to have to go big-timey beacons. Big-timey beacons. There we go. Let's get in here. It might be a little quieter. Ah, I have not washed this. That's alright. I have a feeling I never will. Few harvests to get through, a few more things to sell, and that's going to be pretty much it for the Canadian Village map. And a big shout out to the map author. It provided us a good deal of cotton, huh? What sort of a header does cotton use? I'm curioso. Let's try opening this puppy. We'll just see if it flies or not, eh? Now, let's go back here and let's actually... Oh, no, I'm sorry. There you are. Let's open the harvester up. That sounds open. Let's crank her up. Let's just see if you use perhaps a corn header for cotton. I don't know. I know they use a special harvester. Okay, you don't use a corn header for cotton. Well, it's not a total loss, because I'll tell you something you do use a corn header for. Corn. And I got a big old shiny field full of it just up the way here. So, now I don't imagine we use this for coffee either. I don't think it would even notice them little beans. I wasn't sure about the cod. I thought because it does in fact require a special tool in real life that they might have used the corn header. How far along are you? You are 85%. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh man. Oh, phew. Wow. That could have made for a really long episode. Yes, for the last 7 episodes, it was Species 7 trying to find his way out of the sugarcane patch. It wasn't pretty. It just wasn't pretty. Here we are. The aforementioned corn. Excellent. Let's re-energize this whole Puposaurus here. Beautiful. And let's crank it. As it always does. There we go. Hey. Knocking down that corn. Wonderful. I think I get a little bit wider lines. It's a little more like it. I have a hard time. Okay, I think that's going through the second one. Cool. Yeah, I think there's lots and lots of content, and of course there's the whole crafting survival genre, of which I've seemed to do a fair bit of video coverage of. And then there's the odd little thing that we need to go back and look at, like Frontier Pilot Simulator, for instance. A basically American truck simulator for people that prefer to fly short takeoff and landing vehicles. Yeah, STOL jets, basically. Yeah, really cool. It's just gotten some recent love. I've tried it out, and it's as hard as it ever was. It's she no arcadey flight sim, let me tell you. It's heavy sticks on. But that's an interesting title that, as I say, is still being worked at. Right up to things as old and probably forgotten as Drifter. A sort of... I don't know. Hard to describe. Not Darkstar. Darkstar had much more of a story. But it's a 4X space game that's done on a sort of a 2D scale. You don't really go up and down, you go back and forth type of thing. Almost like the original Starpoint Gemini, actually. It's very reminiscent of that. But really well done by a developer named G.S. Collins. He's been working on it. Well, he won't admit it's been a decade, but I'm pretty sure that's how long ago I bought it from him. So that's supposed to be getting a pretty big update very soon. So there's lots of content out there. And I think if you guys are... willing to step up, as obviously today, at least as I said when I checked earlier, well, that would be yesterday now, so who knows. Oh, our other harvester is full. How are we doing, by the way? Not even close. But I guess if I have places to go, where do we want to go here? I think probably to you? Sure. Yielding nicely. Go get me a trailer, boy. But yeah, I think if I can get 3 roughly half-hour videos per day up with different content. Oh, and of course we've... I know, again, not all of you are fans, but some of you are big fans. We will have some sort of a Minecraftian, mod packian sort of thing going on. Of course, at the moment, I'm doing my anniversary edition of Age of Engineering, which I think is probably the finest mod pack that was ever built for 1.10 Minecraft. And from what I've seen of the 1.12s, there's nothing really comparable. And of course, the 1.13 is a wee baby, so there's not much that's been devved up for it at this point. Let's see if we can find... Oh, actually, I don't even know why I did that. I suppose it's a convenient ride, because I'm going to do this the smart way. And we'll shut it off, and we'll leap out, and it'll just go park itself right there. Brilliant. And there we go. I may also, now I haven't 100% decided yet, because I know this has a fairly large impact and can take a long time before things sort of unruffle, but I may as well change my upload time. Currently I'm doing it sort of in the evenings. Now keep in mind, this is, I live on the west coast of BC, so this would be Pacific Standard Time, or daylight, depending on what time of the year it is, of course. But, you know, -8 from GMT at any rate. So I usually upload in the evenings. Now I notice a lot of you comment that you actually watch my videos in the morning. I admire you. You obviously have strong stomachs. So I'm kind of thinking of doing my uploading in the morning, which is generally when I do my recording. But doing it in a process of recording, rendering, and uploading all on 3 separate things means even the 2 videos I do now is in fact about a 6-hour campaign. If I was to record videos while I'm uploading them in the background, that would basically cut my time down, oddly enough, not by 30%, but by a full half. So I do think... Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't dumped all of that grain on my head. So yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking of, as I say, changing the upload times as well. Okay, we might as well get the whole darn group out here. I mean, why not? It's getting cloudy. It's getting dim. Ropa-dopa, where'd you go, pa? There you are. Okay. Away we go. Whoop. No, it is most definitely getting... Someone is being rather obnoxious and rude outside. It is 11:14 in the morning, right? It's not 11:14. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, it would be pitch dark if it was... Oops. Might as well be, for all of my sense of direction is proving itself here. Okie dokie, doggy daddy. As Augie Doggy's kid used to say. Can't remember his name. That's embarrassing. Alright, so what do we got here? I don't even remember. I know it's something that has roots. Okay, these are carrots. Ugh, they're not ready. Could have checked first, I suppose. Alright, the spuds are ready. I don't know that one will do spuds. And... yeah, the sugar beets are ready. No, you're just gonna have to wait there till, like, it's your turn, dude. Sorry. But we'll get you ready, because, you know, you're not miles off or nothing. Alright, and in the meantime, we're gonna go to... ooh. Hep hep. Oh, there it is. Yes, thank you. No, we're not. What am I doing? We are going to go to... Nah. No. Yeah. Ah. Jeez. Over $1 million damage was incurred. Oh boy, oh, buckets of bunny rabbit blood, I'll tell you. Wow, this thing just flies. Okay, right about now we should travel through time. Okay, which way you sticking out? You're both poking out that way. Well, of course you are. Of course you are. That's kind of a given, isn't it? And you're hung up on the curb. That gives me so much confidence that you're capable of doing the job. The job, no less. Alright. I'm sure you can get out of here without having to be locked in 4 low. Okay, there we go. So, Mr. Corn. It's just downright dimly out here. Wow. Oh, hey. It looks looks like most of our standing wood chips are done. Okay. Now we just gotta find this thing. I have noticed that it is a very rare occasion indeed when it's somewhere convenient. Although at least, hey, look. We got the stick pointing in the right direction. Now, no. Yes. Oh, maybe not though. Oh, okay. So neither of you actually have a trailer on you. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Be good to know where the trailer is, too, wouldn't it? Oh, there it is, right there by Guppies. Yes, sirree. Back me up. Clickety clack. It's like a railway track. Okay. There we go. That may have seemed a little excessive, but I don't know how many times I've gotten hung up on that. It's getting just nasty out here. Next thing you know, it's going to be raining again. I've gotten hung up on the entrance or the exit from that particular shed too many times. Just too many. Alright, now where? Where, oh, where have my greenhouses gone? Okay. Yeah. We have gone too far. Oh, by guppies. Sorry, don't mean to drive on your lawn. Sorry. Okay. I don't think they're that offended, but you know, sometimes, man. Dee. Sure doesn't handle like ATS or Euro Truck. It's like these insta-turns. Okay. Now, I should think that pallets would be the desired thingamabob to pick up. Pallets. Good. That should do it quite well. Alright, well, I'm not going to try and load those from in-cab because I'd just as soon not make as big a mess of it as I'm actually capable of doing. So, let's go. As I say, the Watts Farm playthrough, the one that I will be doing in a few episodes. What? A pig has been born. Congratulations, Mom and Dad Pig. One more. Come on. Don't be shy. Alright. Well, this is going to be a long drive home. Now, if I put the straps on, will it look good? Ra-cha-cha? No, nah. See, they are activating, but they go under the pallets. So, that's okay. That's okay. Let's beacon up. And let's head for the port. Okay. With our wonderful load here. No one's looking? Shortcut. Whee! Shortcut. Lovely. It's just lovely. I'm going to, with the help, of course, of my wonderful Patreon sponsors, I'm going to try and get myself a wheel. Probably at the the rate that I make extra money. I don't do very much for the building management anymore. They kind of screwed over my buddy, the building manager, so I'm not that fond of working for them. But hopefully by the time the old Black Friday thing rolls around, I'll have saved enough to get myself a wheel of one man or another. Sedan grass at the North Mill. Really? Interesting. Alright, $400 wage payment. You're fired. I don't even make $400 here in a day. Alrighty. Oh, that's bringing in the bananas, isn't it? Hey, we're at over $2 million now. That's absolutely shocking. $302,000 for that load of wedgies. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Wow. But anyway, guys, speaking of time, this will bring the episode to approximately a half an hour. Again, thanks so much for all of you for stopping by and visiting me here today. And, oh yeah, we got the orchard stuff to take too. Oh heck, let's just grab a load, man. Anybody want to bet we got a full truck? Oh. Oh, they're still coming. Hey, everybody jump on board. Come on. Come on. There you go. Alright, folks, with that, I hope you enjoyed. Take care of each other. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you ring that little bell, of course, you will be notified of when I upload videos. But, hey, here's a clue. I do it every day. So, till next time, take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.